That will be a throwdown for the Red Hawks.
Go Red Hawk Nation! The basket slams it home!
A special moment for the Montclair State Red Hawks. Are the regular season New Jersey Athletic Conference champions. The NJAC tournament returns, the Panzer Athletic Center, where we are live here on the Red Hawk Sports Network. The conference semifinal just a few minutes away. The top-seeded Montclair State Red Hawks going to take on the reigning NJAC champion, the number 5 seed, the College of New Jersey Lions. Hello, everyone. CJ Staniak alongside Luke Sirianni, soon to be joined by Vincent Bacone. But Luke, a historic season for the Montclair State Red Hawks. They'll get to enjoy the luxury of home court advantage throughout the playoffs, thanks to their first regular season title since the 1981-82 season.
CJ, it's playoff time. This is the best part of the year. This Red Hawk team absolutely deserved it so much, winning the NJAC title, and if they win today, they will be remaining at home for the final, but one game at a time here. They do have the 1 seed locked up, home field all the way through, and what can I say? They're looking for the big prize this year. Yeah,
absolutely. We're about to have so much fun here on the broadcast. Thanks for being with us. Now, I mentioned a stat. Their first regular season title since 1981-1982. In order to demonstrate how long that really is, I think we have to take a look back to life back in 1981. I mean, 44 years in the making here. Let's just take a look back at how things were. First, why don't we take a look at the price of gas? And Luke, I might need a time machine because we're looking at $1.31 per gallon.
Oh man, I wish I was a newborn baby back then, man.
Yeah, and speaking of newborn babies, how about names back in 1981? Michael and Jennifer dominating the birth certificates. Today, Liam and Olivia. Now look toward the Billboard charts from that year. What were folks listening to? Back in 1981, Betty Davis Eyes was playing on everyone's radio. Luke, have you ever heard that song?
I just heard it about an hour ago in the office right before. I had to check out the song. Can't say I've heard it before, though.
There is one consistency here. The Red Hawks' success coincides with the Philadelphia Eagles. They lost Super Bowl 15 in 1981 to the Oakland Raiders, a different result a few weeks ago. It was long enough that Montclair State wasn't even the Red Hawks. They were still the Indians. And Luke, things sure look different.
So much has changed, and first of all, congrats to your Super Bowl, but going back to 1981, my New York Jets were newer Super Bowl champions. It was only just over 10 years, so you know what? It's been a while, but times have changed for sure.
Yeah, if we're calling that recent, then, you know, sure thing. Tonight marks Montclair State's first appearance here in the NJAC tournament in the 2025 season. However, they have had some playoff woes in the past. We're going to send it to the sideline. Vincent Bacone is nearby. And Vin, the semifinal really has been the kryptonite lately.
Well, CJ, you're entirely right. I think kryptonite's a perfect word because this men's basketball team, if they're the elite, amazing superhero that is Superman, then the semifinals is their kryptonite. In 5 of the last 6 seasons, they've been stopped in the semifinals. The one time they haven't, they were stopped in the quarterfinal. But this team won the NJAC title, which is something that they haven't done since 2003. This team has a high chance of making it to the finals. Now, this TCNJ Lions team, they've faced only once in the playoffs. They faced them once, and that was back in 2019 in the opening round of the playoffs. Montclair took the W then. We'll have to see if they take the W now. But for right now, we're all hoping here at the Panzer Athletic Center that the Red Hawks are able to soar away with it. Back to you guys in the booth.
You mentioned it, Vin. The first time that these two teams are playing in the postseason, which is pretty surprising considering that the tournament's been around for 20-some years now. I will tell you that campus has been buzzing as of lately, and RHSN was on the scene asking everyone walking around, all the students, their opinion for tonight's game.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Vinny Lepore, and today we're going to be going around campus asking people what their predictions are for the NJAC semifinal against TCNJ for men's basketball. I think they're going to comfortably beat TCNJ. They just played in the last regular season game literally a week ago, and I think they're going to play them one more time, get their number, and go ahead and go on to the finals. They have a great team right now. Jacob Morales going off, and Mike Jackson.
I definitely got Montclair. You know, they're the #1 seed, and I think they're going to destroy TCNJ.
We got score predictions. I'm going to go Montclair W 85-76. I'm going Montclair W 88-72.
Montclair all the way. I'm going to go 86-72.
I think it's going to be a blowout, like 80-50 or something.
Love that. Love that.
I think Montclair is going to have actually 103 and TCNJ 87. I think 97 Montclair and then TCNJ 72.
So my score prediction is like 98 for Montclair State and 79 for TCNJ.
I think the men are going to win against TCNJ, and I think the score will be 79-68.
Well, predictions are set. Montclair State men's basketball is looking like a highly predicted team to win this matchup against TCNJ. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, coming out of that, Luke, I love the way that Vinny's sitting there at the end.
Shout out to Vinny. What a great job he did producing that piece.
Leg crossed up over the other. Very comfy on that bench there. The Redhawks are playing TCNJ for the second straight time on their end, but the Lions had to earn their way back here with a win against Kane on Saturday.
Yeah, what a game this was, CJ. And it was a nail-biter for sure. 90-87 win on the road to secure tonight's matchup. The man of the day for the Lions I'm looking forward to see today. Nick Koch led the team, 29 points, narrowly carrying TCNJ over the Cougars. But obviously such a huge matchup, CJ. They booked their ticket tonight for the semifinals, and they barely did it, but they're here.
Yeah, Nick Koch, you mentioned, scored 14 of the team's last 18 points to seal the win over Kane. As we briefly, the national anthem, the team's paused and now ready to go. I'm sure intros about to take place here at Panzer. Now, an interesting stat that we came across here at this Red Hawk Sports Network. A perk of being the 1 seed, Montclair State will get to enjoy home court advantage tonight. And with a win, Luke, you mentioned that they will host the NJAC final on Friday night. Panzer Athletic Center is a special place to be playing big games at, and the Red Hawks have taken advantage over the years. In fact, Montclair State has never lost an NJAC tournament game in this building. They are 6-0 in this situation, all of the wins coming since 2018. They did lose a home game back in 2009, but the game was played at the Rec Center due to ongoing renovations at Panzer. Historically, this has always been a tough place to play, and the NJAC's leader in attendance will certainly be a factor tonight. Now, Justin Potts and the Redhawks pride themselves on having a deep bench. Luke, how important is having production from your subs at this point in the season?
CJ, this has been a talking point for us all season. Coach Potts has so much power off the bench to go to, and he's always rotating the players, rightfully so. He has a ton of different players to deal with. 3 of these last 4 games from the bench, amazing performances from Ahmad Robertson. One of my favorite players on this team. Only a sophomore has been so crucial. And then Quante Rogers, 8 points, 9 points versus Kane. Going into his senior year, looking to go out on a high note, and the bench needs to really show out tonight, and I know they will. They do so well here at home.
We are moments away from playoff basketball in Panzer. Luke, who do you have your eye on with the season on the line?
Oh, man, I mean, for the Redhawks, I got to go with the senior here. They're calling him out right now, Mike Jackson, number 5. One of the best players, core piece for this team for so long. Last year's NJAC semifinal, Jackson had only 13 points. Now, I say that giving Jackson credit. 13 points for the average player is great, CJ. Mike Jackson sets himself a different standard. For TCNJ, I'm watching out for Nick Koch. As you see there, 21 points per game. And he also scored 21 points in his last matchup against Montclair, which was just a couple days ago. You know the juniors showing up to play basketball today. How about this stat, though? He's had a streak of 10 games in double-digit scoring, and you would think, CJ, tonight he makes it 11 against the Redhawks.
Yeah, he certainly seems to show up bigger, and the higher the stakes that the game is. Intros being done here. Final moments and final words from the coaching staff's 2 players. Going over starting lineups, Montclair State, no surprises here. Miles Primus, Kieran Flanagan, Jacob Morales, Mike Jackson, and Cabrian Goss. On the other side, it's Nick Koch, Jonathan Okocha, David Alexandre, Matthew Okori, and Matthew Solomon rounding it out. These two teams played here last Wednesday in this exact building, and they'll have a chance to run it back. Montclair State has won 7 in a row against TCNJ.
My goodness, CJ, amazing. And 80-70 win versus TCNJ last Wednesday. So playing each other twice in under a week. These teams know each other well, and I know they did their homework today.
The last Lion victory coming back in December of 2021 over the Redhawks. Can they break this streak when they need it most? Playoff Panzer. Everyone is here, and we are underway in the NJAC semifinal. Montclair State in the white with the red lettering, and TCNJ in the navy with the gold piping and letters. Early on, it is Kieran Flanagan, the 5th-year senior, with it. Flanagan hands, there's Mike Jackson, dishing to Jacob Morales, and now back with Flanagan once again. Flanagan walked with it, and the Lions force an early turnover.
What an amazing defensive drive there for TCNJ, CJ. So organized, spread out, ready to go, and not biting, and it caused their early violation. Well done.
So the first offensive possession of the game from Montclair State results in a turnover, and now here is the Lions, and David Alexandre with it. Hands it off, and there's our guy, Nick Koch. Talked about him in the pregame. 29 points against Kane in the first round on Saturday. Down low, there's Matthew Okori. He feeds inside. Matthew Solomon with a two-handed slam and an exclamatory start for the Lions.
Well done by Solomon to cut there to add the first buckets of the day, CJ. Huge offensive drive for the Lions.
Mike Jackson, strong drive, hits the side of the backboard. We'll have a whistle and a foul.
Well, perfect start for the Redhawks there, CJ, to bounce back from that Solomon deuce on the other end. Mike Jackson, who else? Taking his first trip to the line of the day. 16.5 points per game this season so far, and like we mentioned in the pregame, just so important to this squad.
David Alexandre picking up the foul. Free throw no good for Mike Jackson, who did have 15 points, 7 rebounds last Wednesday against TCNJ. Had just 9 points in the first meeting against them this season. He splits the pair. The full court press early for the Redhawks, and they earn a turnover. Jackson wants a three. Shimon! Mike Jackson knocks it down.
There it is. Mike Jackson's coming to play tonight, CJ. Could be his final ever conference game in his basketball career. You know he's not going to go out easy.
Miles Primus picks up the steal. We're going to have a whistle. I believe it's going to be...
Call kickball?
I believe a kicked ball was called on Alexandre as he was reaching for the loose ball. Actually, they're going to call it on Primus, excuse me. But it doesn't matter. They'll get another turnover. Primus gets it done. Feed inside Matthew Okori. He's ripped by Jackson. They're going to get a foul on him.
CJ, I don't know about that one, but you see Mike Jackson just going with it, being a good sport, and man, the energy so far. I mean, if this is the type of game we're going to have, every second's going to be absolutely electric. This gym is packed to the brim, probably over capacity, I would bet, and I love this. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, Panzer is a fun place to play. It is intimate, it is raucous, it is loud.
Athletes showing out as well.
Okori knocks down the first. Big game last Wednesday for Okori. 14 points on 7 of 9 shooting. Also added 15 points versus Kane in the first round of the tournament, although that was somehow 4th on the team.
Wow. Second in team scoring on the year, though. 13 points per game, very solid.
Okori knocks down both. Redhawks lead at 6-4. Gabriel Goss gets it to Jacob Morales, and now Miles Primus. They swing it around the horn. Flanagan. Morales, his first three-point attempt of the day, and he hits! Jacob Morales!
There he is. First in points, 19 points per game this season, CJ, and what an addition he's been to the squad from Rutgers, New Brunswick. Him and Jackson, great 1-2 punch.
Inside, it's Okori, another layup. He is feasting early on. Goss had a Jackson screen, now feeds inside. Morales swings to corner. Flanagan, one more. Jackson again. Gets his own miss, somehow tries to keep it in. I believe he stepped on the baseline and out of bounds.
Yeah, super close, CJ, on that play. I love the effort from Jackson. Followed up his own shot. I think he knew he didn't pull it perfectly, and I love the effort, though. Good
Weird
hustle.
inbound spot from the Lions, and they'll turn it over. Morales throws it off of Koch, and it's going to belong to Montclair State. What a heads-up play from Jacob Morales.
High IQ basketball right there, CJ. That's how you got to do it, and Jacob Morales always putting in the high effort.
The Rutgers transfer has come in and dominated the NJAC in his first season. Now the Montclair State single-season record holder for three-pointers made in a season, 95 and counting after that last three. Morales is up top with it. Still 20 to shoot here. Flanagan. Jackson throws it, and it's tipped out of bounds. He had a Kocha on him.
And CJ, we talked about it in the pregame, the Red Hawk bench. Two of the guys we highlighted checking in now, Ahmad Robertson and Quante Rogers. Two guys that have played their hearts out all season and looking to add to this score right now. Currently up by 3.
Just 2.5 minutes in, and the Red Hawks already going to their bench. Shows how much trust Coach Justin Potts has. Pretty much anyone in the lineup. Christian Sivas also into the game, and I believe he traveled.
Yeah, second traveling violation on the Red Hawks so far. Flanagan had one on the first offensive drive. That's the kind of things you got to eliminate in these playoff games.
So a lot of turnovers to go around for both of these teams early on, already 5 combined. Lions able to bring it up this time. They've had trouble even getting down the floor. They have had success in the half court. As Okocha, jumper off the back of the rim, and Solomon a little volleyball rebound out to Alexandre, who banks it in from the mid-range.
Yep, you said it. Off the fingertips of Solomon, tipped it back to Alexandre. Awesome, awesome play there to keep it alive.
Matthew Solomon, the NJAC's leading rebounder, both this season and last. Ahmad Robertson driving in, teardrop, no good. And rebounded once again by Solomon. Alexandre trying to direct traffic up top. And now it's Koch. Koch had a screen, doesn't want it. Plants the foot, puts it up, and draws the foul. So Nick Koch will go to the line. His first free throw attempts of the day.
Believe it'll go on Jacob Morales with the shooting foul. And as you mentioned, Nick Koch, player of the game to watch today for me on TCNJ. Trip to the line. 4 games this season with 30 or more points. There's a reason why he averages 21 points per game, CJ, and obviously looking to have a huge game today and already starting off pretty solid.
Last NJAC tournament, averaged 22.5 points en route to a conference championship for his Lions. As you see, Morales was the one getting called for the foul, and now he takes a seat. Montclair State going to try to get some size in there with Kunga Sering checking in for the first time. Koch hits both. So it's the College of New Jersey leading now.
I'm really happy to see Kunga Sering into this game. We haven't seen him too much of him this season versus last year. He did have that injury, but he is so physical and provides a lot on defense. I want to see what he brings to the table tonight.
Robertson, nice plant. He swings. He's got an open man in the corner. It's Ryan Castles. Off the mark, the three-point specialist couldn't hit. Nice rebound from Corey. Rebounds are an area that Montclair State dominated last Wednesday, as we'll have a turnover again on the Lions, a miscommunication. Corey wanted to get it to Koch. Don't even know if he was looking.
Seems like the early game jitters are kicking in for both teams, CJ. Couple of mistakes early on that we see these two teams are not normal, or not used to making these type of mistakes, but you know, they have a full crowd, big implications on the line tonight, and both teams want to go home with a W.
Robertson and Sering, a little pick and roll game. Now it's Castles. Went in and then tried to get it out. Quante Rogers lost it. Recovers. They have 10 on the shot clock. Robertson with 5. Robertson with 2. He puts it up. It's no good. Sering, it came up short, and it'll be a shot clock violation.
Ooh, I don't know. Sering there wanted a foul, and I think he has a case potentially, but the call will remain. Regardless, again, what could I say? TCNJ Lions beyond prepared on defense. Another great stop, and awesome contest on that Robertson shot. He had nowhere to go with it.
Justin Potts in his 6th season for Montclair State. Recently recorded his 100th win with the program. He's never had an NJAC Finals appearance. He is 0-4 in this game in the semifinal. Could this be the year for the Montclair State Redhawks? I certainly believe they have championship DNA. As a Corey inside, got it in the foul.
Wow. CJ, he played amazing against Montclair State in the last game, like you mentioned, and he's really showing up tonight in this playoff game so far. And one opportunity to extend the lead to 4. And right now, a solid little run that the Lions have been on. I believe it's a 6-0 run.
Yeah, Montclair State scoreless in their last 3 minutes. TCNJ starting to take advantage a little bit.
Here's where we use that bench. Coach Potts has it.
Kieran Flanagan just returned to the game, as well as Cabrian Goss. Free throw, no good. So just a 2-point play for a Corey. Nonetheless, a very impressive basket. Just over 5 minutes in the NJAC semifinal here on the Red Hawk Sports Network. Inside, Kunga Sering, the strong drive, and he lays it in. Nice work from Kunga Sering underneath.
He made that one look easy, CJ. Awesome play there, awesome contest, and you see loud claps from Sering telling the team, let's go, we're still in this one.
TCNJ, last week in this building, went up by as much as 9 points in the first half. Redhawks ended up storming back and leading by 9 going into the half. So certainly things can swing either way with time. We'll see the adjustments from both coaches as well. Nick Koch wants a deep 3. Oh, and Nick Koch knocks it down. A big shot there for the Lions. Puts them up 2 possessions here.
Huge.
Ten on the shot clock. It's Quante Rogers bouncing it. And Flanagan working through the middle. It's inside Rogers. He's got 3. He's got to put it up. Shot no good.
Had to do something there, CJ. Shot clock was not in your favor.
Koch right at Castles. And he'll draw another foul.
He thought he would have the friendly roll there. That was a really close play. And how about Koch just absolutely taking over this game early on so far? It started with the trip to the free throw line. Look at this replay. Tries to go baseline on Castles, but let's go back to that last play. He hit a deep 3. It started off with a rather brave pass across the court as well, just like a football throw on a deep vertical route. Nick Koch, got to stop him soon before it's too late.
First one no good from Koch. He struggled to get to the free throw line his past couple of outings. Towards the end of the season, he was racking up 11 free throw attempts, 14 free throw attempts. The man was getting to the charity stripe at ease.
If you're a top player, it's a cheat code to go to the hoop. Players don't know how to stop you. They're gonna end up fouling. It's an instinct.
So Koch knocks down the second, able to salvage 1 point out of the possession. And he'll sub out.
Hard fought few minutes for Koch there. He deserves that break. And this is where Montclair have to go on a nice little run here to get back into this one before he checks back in.
So big couple of minutes right here with the Lions star player off the floor. Morales gets it up top, Flanagan. Flanagan, nice work behind the back, feed inside. Primus missed it, but drew the foul. Oh my goodness, what a pass inside from the 5th-year senior.
Wow. Kieran Flanagan, amazing behind the back pass, CJ. That was incredible. I haven't seen that from him. I've seen just about it all from Kieran Flanagan, but finds Primus down low. What a play, and Primus to the line. Got to do what you got to do to get there.
Miles Primus, such an impressive freshman season. started off not getting any playing time at all. Wasn't seeing the floor.
One more time, that pass. Amazing.
Primus eventually worked his way into minutes off the bench and then into the starting lineup. He knocks down both.
Got that Rookie of the Week as well in December.
Yes.
Well deserved.
The Week 7 Rookie of the Week, the team leader in blocks.
Throws down those dunks as well.
Alexandre with it, he went right at Primus, got some space, missed the layup. Offensive rebound and a kick to the corner for Okocha, it's no good. Another offensive rebound, Matthew Solomon. And the Lions certainly remember how they were out-rebounded last week, trying to return the favor early. Alexandre has 5 on the shot clock. He's being guarded by Mike Jackson. Alexandre pumps, has to put it up. It rims out, oh, halfway down for Alexandre. Ball last off of the foot of a Lion.
Well, how did that 3 not get the friendly roll? I do not know, but Montclair State will take it, and a lot of contact going around CJ as well. Referees are letting a lot go. This is the type of basketball I personally really enjoy, just physical and not calling every single thing.
Goss inside, nice cut from Kieran Flanagan, and he finishes off with the deuce.
Nice feed for the freshman out of Trenton, and pushing that ball down low really quickly, linking up well. Second in assists for a reason, 106 of them.
Touchdown pass is overthrown. And a full court turnover there for TCNJ.
Feeling some momentum now for these Red Hawks, starting to brew, CJ. And this is what they needed. Nick Koch checks out, the rest of the team steps up. Time to get back into this one, and they have climbed back.
Redhawks can take the lead here with the basket. Goss and Primus, the pick and roll. Goss the mid-range, no good. Alexandre lost it. And it's Goss recovering. Flanagan wants to push the pace, drives in, right-handed layup, he kisses it off the glass.
This is Kieran Flanagan's game, another player where it could be his potential last Red Hawk game in conference play, and he's not ready to go home just yet.
Well, they're going to give the possession to TCNJ there. Going back to your point, Kieran Flanagan has been eliminated in the NJAC semis each year of his collegiate career.
Wow.
We're going to have a timeout on the floor as Montclair State has a 1-point lead.
Check out that replay one more time. Kabrian Goss showing off the handles, then pushed it forward to Flanagan, and then he said, everybody clear out of the way, I got this one. Right hand, nice finish off the glass. Huge bucket.
Kieran Flanagan, the aggressor, puts MSU up by 1. And Luke, what have you seen in these first 9 minutes?
This is exactly how I thought it would go. Electric basketball, high pressure, fast pace, and it's hard to keep up with the pace, honestly. It's been an amazing game so far. I want to see Montclair State get the ball in Mike Jackson's hand a little more. I feel like he's missing out a bit, and this is the other game we have to look out for tonight as we go.
Yes, Ramapo and Stockton, they are just about set to be underway down at Ramapo. That's the other NJAC semifinal game. If Montclair State wins, they will host one of those teams on Friday. If it's the Lions coming out with a victory, they'll go on the road and play the victor for the NJAC title. Out of the timeout now, Nick Koch. Back into the game and up the floor. Akori on Morales, trying to use that size. He's inside, no good. Loose rebound. It's going to be a foul called. Not sure if they'll get Primus or Morales. Both were in the vicinity. It's going to be Primus.
Yeah, tough luck there on that play, but again, just going for that ball, playing really aggressive, and see Roxy in the building.
If you're not in this building,
what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Off the foul, the inbound, Alexandre bodies up on Flanagan. That'll be an offensive foul.
Yeah, easy call for the official there. Just that push off. They're going to see it all day. Montclair State now have a chance to extend the lead. That was a big one. These violations are gifts. Either way, either team has to execute on the chances they get, because you're giving it away on those violations. You're not even making it difficult for the other team.
Alexandre will sit down. That's his second foul. Something to watch out for. That's a 10-point per game scorer there. Potentially in a little bit of foul trouble. Cameron and Goss right up the floor, takes a three. It's no good. And a Corey the rebound. Nearing the halfway point here in the first half. Koch on Jackson, snatches back to the corner. Pumps, and the pass is broken up by Jacob Morales.
Jacob Morales today looking really good on the defensive side. We don't see this much from him usually defensively, and you know, he knows what's going on tonight. First year in NJAC conference for Jacob Morales, and he wants to get that chip early on, even though he's going to have one more year to remain a Red Hawk.
Telling the shot clock, Corey spins on Primus, left-handed layup, and he gets the roll. Matthew Corey.
Nothing Primus could have done there. That was perfect defense, and it was just well executed from Corey.
Corey up to 8 points. Morales tried to get it over Solomon. He banks it in. Wow, using the glass, and Jacob Morales starting to get involved. He's up to 5.
Needs to have a big day, and he's so far doing just that, CJ.
So many star-studded players in this game. These two teams as well have a foul as Koch went up for the mid-range. It's going to be on Primus.
Yeah, that one wasn't, I would say it's a little soft, but I think you get the hand up in the air and make contact with that arm, it's going to be an easy call. Koch finds himself back at the line right now. 6 points, second on his team, third on the whole court. Morales leads the Redhawks with 5, as you mentioned, CJ.
As Koch hits the first. Sorry, go ahead, Luke. And
something I want to mention, too. So far, we've seen groups of 3 substitutions for Coach Potts. At the start of the year, it was 5. He was doing a full court change, but now he's been going with the 2 and 3 at a time. I like it so far. It's been working out well.
Coach Potts, someone willing to make adjustments throughout the game as it wears on. I'm sure we'll see groups of 2, groups of 1. Who knows? Maybe we'll see the 5 again. Christian Sivas, as you mentioned, he's just off the bench and into the game, as well as Quante Rogers and Ahmad Robertson. Hop step from Flanagan. He feeds Rogers. Oh, somehow didn't get the roll, but a nice offensive rebound. Sivas kicks it out. Robertson a 3. Back iron, another offensive rebound. Flanagan, no good. And the Redhawks go 0 for 3 on their possession, but a turnover for the Lions.
Oh man, those are the ones you have to, you're gonna have the ball back here, but those are the plays, you gotta hit one of those, CJ. You start with that open Robertson 3, and then Flanagan down low with the missed layup. Just rare misses from this team, and it happens. Let's see if they can shake it off here and put a bucket back up.
Nonetheless, the offensive rebounding, a good sign for things to come. 20 on the shot clock here for Montclair State. These two teams were ranked 1st and 2nd respectively in the coaches poll in the preseason. As Sivas inside Robertson, he was blocked. Solomon, good defense inside. Koch on the other end, he hits the deck, but maintains the possession.
Well done from Robertson there to double team and slow the pace of play down.
Intensity on the floor defensively from both teams here. Solomon with it, he's got 5. Hook shot, no good. In transition, Sivas pumps on a 3. Now they'll try to slow it down, get into a half-court set. Flanagan crosses over on Okocha and right to the rack for 2.
Looked like a repeat of the play that we saw earlier, CJ, right through the middle and then just putting it up with his right hand. Not much contesting on the defensive side of it. He'll take those all day long.
Flanagan being aggressive early on in this one. Give him 6 points to lead the team. Koch somehow spins himself free. Inside, Solomon, another jam.
Solomon has been attacking that back door all game long so far, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. Keep going to that if you're TCNJ. Montclair's got to cover that side of the court.
Back and forth on the seesaw we go. The Lions lead it by 1. Rogers underneath, through the contact, no good. Wanted the foul, did not get it. Koch loses it.
Very wise there from Rogers to slow down. It was tempting to push to the hoop, but You have the shot clock to work with.
Already the 9th turnover for the College of New Jersey. Robertson wants the baseline. Back out toward the free throw line, delivers to Robertson in the corner, a triple, no good. Sevis on the rebound. And a timeout taken by the Red Hawks.
Wise timeout there, I think, CJ. They've been able to keep fighting to get their own rebound, but they can't score right now. One for their last 6 opportunities from the floor, and three-pointers not falling either right now. I don't really know what it is. It's something about their offense, but they're only down by 1. So, it feels like they're struggling a ton, but they're really not. If they could get a couple of these shots up, they're going to feel really comfortable going into the halftime break. But so far, I just want to see them calm down a little bit with the ball. It seems like they're really, really determined to just go straight to that hoop. And unless you have those wide open lanes like Flanagan had twice, I would just hold that ball, take a deep breath, and move it around like you know how to do.
Montclair State shooting 38% from the field compared to TCNJ's 53, but the difference, Montclair State's taken 8 more shots. It's because they forced 9 turnovers, Luke.
Yeah, that's what this team brings. They have that full court press that works ever so well. We talk about it so much, and that starts the pressure on defense for sure.
Out of the timeout, Henry Myers into the game for the first time. He did the honors with the inbound. Myers pops up off a couple of screens. Only 5 on the shot clock here. Red Hawks going to have to go. Not sure if they're aware. Kunga Saring's got to put it up, and he will not get it off. Actually, the official's going to say let him play on. Shot was no good regardless.
I think you're right, though. I don't think he noticed the shot clock until there was about 2 seconds on that clock, and by that point, he had to force something up.
Koch finds himself open. Miscommunication. Shot no good. The offensive rebound again. No good. Nice rebound from Mike Jackson. He'll draw the foul.
Yeah, well done there from Jackson, putting his body in the way, took some contact in the process, and maintains possession because of it. That's what we need more of right now from Jackson. Only 4 points so far, a rather slow start for him.
Foul going to be given to Jordan Robinson of the Lions. Also in the game, Khalid Bakari for the first time for TCNJ. Sevis and Sering, a 2-man game. Nice wrap pass from Sevis in the corner, and Robertson traveled with it.
Yeah, looked like Robertson there just 1 step ahead of the play, didn't start his dribble in time, and unfortunate turnover. These violations are killer. It's going to hurt later on. A lot of subs going on here for Coach Potts. I would say more than usual.
Yeah, I think the Red Hawks still trying to get into their rhythm, seeing what works and what doesn't.
Still trying to find that 5 on the court that worked best.
Koch took a seat off the inbound, but somehow got it back to Okori. Okori nearly had a strip from Jackson. He gets it ahead. There's Robinson. Robertson on Robertson, and he lays it in.
Awesome play there. A lot of good contested defense there from Robertson, but did not stop the 2 from falling.
Another drought from Montclair State. Over 2 minutes now scoreless once again. And another turnover.
That was rare from Mike Jackson for sure. Just, I think, again, his mind's operating so fast, he was probably already thinking about that 3 ball. Just unfortunate for him, but still coming off 15 points versus TCNJ. 6 for 14 from the field. I know in the second half he's going to rebound. I just want to see if he could end the first half on a high note.
5.5 to go here in half number 1. Koch Euro steps through the lane, draws the foul. Nice work, Nick Koch. I think he's pretty upset with himself that he wasn't able to finish off a potential 3-point play. But nonetheless, you have to take it.
How about that play, CJ? He just scrunched himself up, made himself a little smaller, and split 2 defenders. And he finds himself right back at that charity stripe. Seems like he keeps finding ways back there. He's going to have 2 more free throws to have 8 attempts on the day so far already, just 3 points.
Yeah. Koch to the line. Credited with just 2 shots as you see the foul there. You see the frustration afterwards. Koch is credited with just 2 shots today, and he'll be shooting free throws 7 and 8 right here.
Hey, whatever works. He'll take these points all day, and well done to knock 2 for 2 in. 5-point
so now Nick
lead.
Koch in the double digits and you could extend that streak. Flanagan to Goss, and now Morales. Morales past Solomon, pumps and goes up and gets 2.
Well done for Morales there. I think he tried to fake the and one and bait a foul, but it didn't work.
There's a turnover. Morales again prances through, lays it in. And just like that, it's a 1-point game.
He's so good. 2 points in a matter of seconds. 2 buckets in a matter of seconds, I should say.
Probably about 4 points in 4 seconds for Morales. I mean, the full court press continues to create turnovers. There's a 3 in the corner. It's Jack Vrieswijk hitting his first. Vrieswijk, a known three-point shooter, 80% of his shot attempts are three-pointers. Now Jackson on the other end lays it in.
That's what we need more of. Jackson right now can't hit the 3. He's going to the hoop, and whatever works. He's got 6 points now. Keep it going. Try that one more time. Stack up these buckets.
Redhawks finally have some life offensively. Jordan Robinson wants a 3, a high arcing shot. It's off the mark. Flanagan able to track it down. Flanagan, a deep 3. That one would have been for the lead.
Nice look there from Morales, way behind the 3-point line, and I like the bravery for sure.
Gabriel Goss playing physical defense on Nick Koch all the way up the floor, and then finally gets hit with a foul.
Yeah, Koch was showing off the dribbles just a little bit there, and I think it might have frustrated Goss, but got to be careful with foul trouble so far.
Yeah, second on Goss.
It's another reason I think why these subs are working themselves in so quickly. These guys keep finding themselves at the line, and I think they're over the bonus now.
Primus comes back in. He's already got 2. This is something they avoided last week.
Physical basketball is going to attract fouls. That's a part of the game. Just got to figure out how to manage it.
So it's Koch once again. 8 fouls on the Redhawks. So 1 and 1 for the Lions. Koch misses the second. Three-point lead here for the Lions. Inside, Jacob Morales once again, a beauty of a feed from Kieran Flanagan to set up that bucket.
Wow.
There's Koch somehow getting it out from the corner. It's Corey driving in, he throws it down! Matthew Corey, my goodness.
Everything about that play, CJ. We had Koch, I could have swore he was going to be stuck in that corner. Football throw across the court, and Corey with the slam. I mean, what an elite play.
Rim still rattling on that side over there. Lead back to 3. Montclair State looking for a response. Jackson's fouled.
They're doing a good job right now of containing Mike Jackson, CJ. We saw twice on that offensive attack that he thought about pulling 2 threes. Both times, though, didn't have enough space to do so. And wisely just drawing the foul and not forcing up shots. That's the biggest pet peeve I have in basketball right now. Montclair being a lot smarter with their shot selection in the last few.
Montclair State, we're so used to seeing them live and die by the 3.
Yep.
Today, just 8 3-point attempts on 27 shots. Sevis, a burst. Couldn't finish it.
Too strong on that look.
Koch back with it. He's got 11, and he drives right past Sevis and lays it in once again. Make that 13. Rogers had the open 3 if he wanted it. He gives it up. Back to Rogers. This time he wants it from the corner. Quante Rogers, no good. Fight for a loose ball. I believe it was last off of Jackson, so nice effort to recover it. Redhawks gonna have 13 to shoot. We have a whistle. We're waiting a call on the floor, not sure what it was.
I don't know.
Still some confusion, but going to be an inbound for the Redhawks. And a reset shot clock as well. Maybe that's what the officials were doing. I think they were signaling 22 on the shot clock.
Yep.
Morales off the front of the rim. He knocks it in.
Huge for Jacob Morales. He's been so consistent so far. Now 6 for 7 from the floor.
Koch had it wrestled away. Nice effort from Jack Vrieswick to avoid another turnover. Would have been number 11 on the Lions. But we're going to have an offensive, excuse me, it's going to be a defensive foul. Wow. I thought the aggressor came from Vrieswick, and the fans agree.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That was a crazy call, but hey, TCNJ right now keep finding themselves at the line, and again, these are points that you don't want to give away going into the half. I want to see Montclair at least go into half with a tie here. You could really have a second half in your favor.
Nick Koch bathing in the booze. First shot of the 1-and-1, no good. 3-point lead here for the Lions. Open Flanagan three for the tie. He's got it. 34 all.
Huge, CJ. Kieran Flanagan's not a big three-point shooter, but you give him all that room. He said, why not? I'll go for it. He pulls it, knocks it down, and we're tied up once again.
Playoff pans are getting loud. Matthew Solomon the drive. Layup, no good. Redhawks can take the lead. A minute to go here in the first half. Seavis is fouled.
Coach Goldsmith losing it over there. This Red Hawk team keeps fighting back. We talked about some of the struggles that they've had, and you know, regardless of a couple of mistakes they made here and there, we're all square, and it's anybody's game right now. If they go into the half with the tie, they're going to look really solid in the second half. I know they're going to come out of the gate hot.
Okocha picked up the foul and promptly taking a seat. Seavis to Morales, the layup, and the Redhawks lead it.
Try to stop him. 15 for Jacob Morales. Good luck with that. It's going to be a conversation in the locker room with the Lions. How do we stop Morales?
36-34. About 20 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Lions have a 2-for-1 if they want it. I think they'll elect for a better offensive possession. Koch on Castle, sidesteps, three ball from Koch is no good. And it's going to be Red Hawk basketball.
Huge and amazing job from Castles there to stay glued to Koch. He didn't lose him. I think Koch tried to cross him up and maybe make him trip. Nope, Castles glued to him, locked him up. Amazing defense there and off the rim. Let's see if they can work with the clock here now.
Nice end to the half here for the Redhawks. They'll have a chance to extend that lead. 10 seconds here as Seavis with it. Shot clock is unplugged. It's Flanagan now with 5. Flanagan bounce pass. Robertson lost it. And we're going to have a foul. And so now will be the Lions going to the line with 0.8 on the clock.
That hurts, CJ. That is huge. They can go into half with a tie now, nearly as time expires, and it was totally unintentional, right? I believe it was Robertson that picked it up, just playing extra aggressive and fell over the top. This one is going to sting a bit.
Robertson fumbled it and then went toppling over Vrieswick, who will now have 2 shots. Oh, and somehow gets the roll on the first. I'll quiet the crowd, at least for now.
Check out that replay again. Just Robertson a little bit over the top there. Hey, it's about time the rim helps sometimes, right? You're going to get the friendly roll a few times out of the day.
So Vrieswick, one more. And both times getting the English. 0.8 on the clock. This will be Seavis at the buzzer. It'll count. Comes up well short. And we'll go to the intermission. Interlocked at 36.
What a first half we had. It's really everything we thought it would be. And I think both teams are happy where they are. There were a lot of violations, a lot of mistakes, especially the Redhawks. The fouls were just out of control. As Roxy says hello to us, it was an amazing half, and the energy match from the crowd as well. boos when they didn't like something so much, loud cheers when they did. And for the second half, man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what the Redhawks do out of the gate.
I think both teams, some frustration, a couple of good stretches there for both teams where they found their rhythm offensively. In the end, it all evens out. We'll take a short break here on the Red Hawk Sports Network. Halftime at Panzer Athletic Center here in the NJAC semifinal. Be back with you at the start of the second half. We welcome you back here to Panzer Athletic Center and here on the Red Hawk Sports Network. Quite the interesting first half. CJ Staniak alongside Luke Sirianni. These teams deadlocked right now at 36, and Luke kind of feeling out for pretty much the entire first half, and at the end we remain tied.
Yeah, it's anybody's game right now, CJ. Second half is going to be absolutely insane, and the effort that needs to be shown on the court in the last few minutes has to be 110% at all times.
Yeah, there were some swings and momentum both ways. I mean, it started out, TCNJ came out with a little bit more explosiveness, and it really started on the first possession of the game. That Matthew Solomon jam, that really kind of set the tone from there. It was kind of a climb back for the Red Hawks the rest of the way.
Couple big throwdowns so far, and let's see that play from Goldman, backdoor.
Solomon the Morales, big shot there from him as the Red Hawks tried to answer.
Kieran
Flanagan being aggressive. That was Mike Jackson being aggressive. Now you see this one. I mean, if you like that first dunk, how about Matthew Akori? Left-handed jam, one-handed too. And then the Kieran Flanagan three, that tied us up. And that is where we are now, 36-36. However, we will be sending it over to the corner. Vincent McCone, our man, is on the scene.
At 36 at the half right now. This is very unusual. I looked at the last 10 games that TCNJ has played against Montclair, and 8 out of the 10 games, Montclair has had the lead. In those 2 games, Montclair has lost. Both of those games, they were down by 1, and they lost by 1 or 2. Now, something big to look at, though, the last playoff game in 2019, at the half, Montclair led by 7. Tied here, 36 apiece, kind of similar to that game. Only time will tell. We'll see what happens with the Red Hawks, but for now, back to the booth with the boys.
Thank you very much, Vin. And by the way, for anybody who can't get into Panzer Athletic Center today, we know it's hard to get a seat. 1908 Pub on campus is having a watch party for everyone who wants to get a chance to watch the game, get some food. Also, there is a bar there as well. So that is the perfect place. 1908 Pub, get down there for the viewing party if you are unable to get into Panzer. Luke, one big discrepancy in the first half was the free throw counts. TCNJ shooting 12 of 16 from the free throw line, and Montclair State just 3 of 4.
Yeah, I think the free throws have been a huge part of TCNJ's amazing start so far. You mentioned it; they only missed 4 free throws. It's going to be tough for Montclair State. I want to see if they can cut out those fouls, and you have a couple players now that are in foul trouble for how early of the game that we're in right now. So I want to see the normal Montclair State basketball we see. Let's see them move that ball around, smart shot selections, and I want to see the man Mike Jackson have a half of his life, and I think he's going to do it.
Look at the foul counts. Miles Primus with 2, Mike Jackson with 2, Gabriel Goss with 2, Christian Sivas with 2, and also Ahmad Robertson and Ryan Castles each with 1. That's where we stand. New game here to start the second half. Tied at 36, and we are back underway from Panzer Athletic Center. Right away, Nick Koch back with it. Had 13 in the first half. And we're gonna get a travel.
All started with great defense from the Red Hawks again, CJ. Hands straight up and making them take 1 step too many. Awesome job to kick off half number 2.
So a turnover forced from the Red Hawks. They forced 10 of them in the first half. And it's Morales popping a 3. He's good! Jacob Morales to start the second half, and Montclair State leads it.
8 for 9 from behind the arc.
Matthew Akori is stripped by Morales. Both ends of the floor, he's getting it done.
And yeah, what am I saying? Who cares about just the points right now? 4 steals, had another block right there. All over the court right now, Jacob Morales is, and he wants to be an NJAC champ in his first year in the conference.
8 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. Doing it defensively as well. The man is delivering in all facets today. Inside, Akori, he's blocked by Primus. Back the other way, Mike Jackson to the rack, it's good. And the Red Hawks bringing the energy.
CJ full throttle right now from the Red Hawks coming out of the gate. Exactly what we thought would happen. And this is how it has to be, man. It's a playoff game. You have a potential NJAC championship coming up Friday night if you could get there. And the Red Hawks look like they want to be there.
Solomon up top. Alexandre's got 10 on the shot clock. Pick and roll with Solomon. Alexandre fading away and hitting it. Nice bucket there. Kind of settle things down.
Solid response there to quiet this gym down a bit.
The winner will advance to the NJAC final on Friday night. Flanagan lost it, but Morales able to recover.
Wise from Flanagan there. He almost picked it up and realized, he lost his dribble.
Goss has 6. Tried to bounce it through to Primus. We'll get a kick ball. That'll at least get the shot clock back up to 20.
Yep, and I love the vision there from Goss, and it was a tough pass, but the idea was there, CJ. Double teamed on Goss, and Primus wide open, but they just cut that lane off last second. I love the look, though.
By the way, the Redhawks have not lost at home since January 8th. This building, they've had so much success in. Jackson off the inbound. He fired a 3. He had time on the shot clock, but saw the look that he wanted. Unable to finish it.
Hand in his face on that shot. Very accurate attempt for circumstances he had.
Okocha shook off Morales. Alexandre, a pretty deep 3, comes up short. And now Goss wants to push the pace ahead to Jackson. Great defense from Alexandre. He throws it off the side of the backboard, and it ends up in the hands of Nick Koch. Koch lost it through a crowd, wrestles it back. What an effort from Nick Koch. I think it's going to be a jump ball. The possession arrow will give it to Montclair State.
What a series of events we had there, CJ. I can't even go over all of it. It started with Alexandre trying to save that ball, and then we had a pinball machine on the court for about a minute straight. That was crazy, but you see, everybody's putting their body on the line tonight for this one.
The stakes are high.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to put the hands of the selection committee into play when deciding your future here for the NCAA tournament. You can get that automatic bid if you come out the victor of the NJAC. Jackson trying to spin himself free, got into some trouble, but got it out Morales. Primus pumps on a 3, stepped out of bounds.
It's tough there in the corner, CJ, and Primus just losing track of where he was. His heel might have just touched the corner. The Red Hawk bench not so confident on it, actually.
Red Hawk bench letting Matthew Solomon have it here on this inbounds.
Wow, team spirit right there.
I think the official had a word with them afterwards. And another turnover. Nick Koch, a heave to the other side of the court, and nobody home. And the crowd starting to get involved.
Oh yeah, Nick Koch loves those Hail Mary passes. That time did not have an intended receiver open, but he's very confident on those throws. He likes to advance it quick.
Koch motioned to the crowd in the first half when the boos were coming down. Certainly that being remembered here from these Montclair State fans. Primus in the corner. Oh, it rattles out.
Good look there. He had a lot of room.
Flanagan wasn't even looking and comes up with the turnover. Jackson trying to hustle it up, draws the foul.
Well, you said it perfectly. Flanagan not even looking, just used his instinct, put up a right hand, and it ended up blocking the ball. And then it led to a Jackson drive and foul. They are working hard for every opportunity they're getting right now, and now Jackson to the line.
Mike Jackson, the senior who has built a legendary career here at Montclair State.
Recently at 300 points as well this season, another milestone for a great player.
Top 10 in the NJAC in scoring once again, as you see that strong drive there, earning him 2 free throws. He's up to 9, and now into double digits. (43-38) in favor of the Redhawks. Alexandre through Goss. Goss got a hand on it. Alexandre somehow able to still put it up. It's off the mark.
It's like a 2K glitch there, CJ, but Goss with the hands-up defense.
Morales drives through, pumps and goes up for 2. Jacob Morales, 20 points.
He's got takeover, and How are you going to stop him right now? Every single time he goes to the hoop, there's something positive happening and showing on defense as well. Jacob Morales, have yourself a night.
And early, it's a 9-2 run to start the second half. Koch is tied up and fouled.
Almost took a walk there. I think he just stopped right in time.
They're gonna go on Primus.
There we go.
That's the third on him.
You said we had groups of 2 and 3. Now we have a group of 4. Maybe we'll see a group
to the
of 5.
floor here. Ahmad Robertson, Quante Rogers, Kunga Sering, and Christian Sivas, but we'll have a timeout first.
Yeah, this is the best case scenario start right now for Montclair State. 7 points ahead right now in just over 4 minutes to play. For TCNJ right now, Matt Goldsmith is going to have to find something quickly. And real quick, shout out to Matt Goldsmith. His brother, Stephen Goldsmith, is one of my coworkers at the Somerset Patriots. Does a great job down in Bridgewater. But TCNJ right now just have to find something, some type of rhythm, something that they had early in the game. They had a 6-point lead. I believe that was their largest of the night so far. But right now, I mean, you have Jacob Morales shooting 90% from the floor. I don't really know what else you could do with that.
We have to talk about Jacob Morales. 20 points, 9 of 10 shooting. The man's got 3 steals in 20 minutes. Got no fouls either. Just so important to this team. Didn't get a chance to touch on him much in the pregame, but no doubt you knew he was going to have an impact. His first playoff game here for the Redhawks, and he is delivering.
And he doesn't seem fatigued at all either. So I don't see a reason to take him off the court right now. No foul trouble. Doesn't look fatigued. I'm sure he is tired, but he's not playing like it. Leave him on the court. Let him have a night. He nearly has half of the points on the scoreboard right now. I don't see a reason to change it.
The efficiency is just what jumps off the table for you. 9 of 10 today, 2 of 3 from 3. Shoots 46.5% from 3 on the season. Just
Incredible.
a ridiculous clip. And it's not like he doesn't shoot them. 61% of his shot attempts coming into this game are from downtown.
Yeah, my prediction right now in that timeout, Matt Goldsmith probably told his guys we got to center in on Morales a little more, and I think that's going to cause other guys to open up. But we're going to wait for that one because he's on the bench right now taking a break.
Yeah, we'll have a chance to see the Lions with an answer now with Morales off the floor. And right away, it's a Corey inside. He lays it in. So nice offensive play out of the timeout. Lions back within 5. Jackson gets Koch in the air, takes the 3. It's no good. Now Koch. Here's Alexandre, another step back 3 for him. Back iron. Montclair State moving fast. Sivas off the screen from Sering. They'll back it out with Ahmad Robertson. Sering doubled, and it's intercepted by Vrieswijk. Vrieswijk will try to slow it down. It's poked in the air by Sivas. Good defense here from Montclair State. The Lions still with possession. Alexandre's fouled.
That counterattack started with Vrieswijk on the defense, and actually just last week, 11 points versus Montclair, one of his better games, and then there you see on the defensive side showing up big. And I do like the idea from Kunga Sering, just Vrieswijk read that pass.
Sering now going to check out. You see Matt Goldsmith, 2-time NJAC champ here in his 10th season, 3-time NJAC finalist. Somebody who just hasn't had Justin Pott's number as of late. We talked about the 7 straight victories dating back to 2021 for Montclair State. See if he can finally get over the hump. Vrieswijk to the corner. Corey backing down Morales. It's out to Koch. Koch has one. He's got to get it up with the left hand. Oh, and Nick Koch finishes.
Incredible. How did he do that? Just making it look easy, and as the shot clock went off as well.
And an offensive foul on Mike Jackson. And now the tide begins to swing the other way.
I don't know I couldn't tell if Jackson had his feet fully planted from here, but definitely a rough call for Montclair State, a rough break, I should say. Just got to lock in on defense now. You still have that 3-point lead. You want to hold on to it for a little longer.
Also want to give credit. What an incredible shot from Nick Koch. The non-dominant hand working against the shot clock. Just kind of throws it up.
Kyrie Irving-esque.
Kyrie Irving. Somebody from the North Jersey area as well.
Once trained on this very court last August. Very cool.
Inbound here from the near sideline. Robinson got it in to a Corey. Robinson, the bounce pass. And an offensive foul. It's going to go on a Corey.
A lot of fouls so far to the first couple minutes of half number 2. And for the Red Hawks, I mean, they've given some, but they've also received a good amount. So time to offset that.
Morales, the hop step to the corner. Robertson, one more. Flanagan, the pump. Still 15 on the shot clock. Backdoor Robertson. Oh, went up and over his man and gets the deuce. Koch has it taken away. Seavis to Robertson and a foul.
What a run there, CJ. Amazing job from the Red Hawks. Ahmad Robertson, Christian Seavis, Kieran Flanagan working well together. This group has some chemistry going, and way to snap that 2.5-minute scoreless streak. And now Robertson to the line. The Red Hawks are getting hot now at the right time.
At first glance, I thought Robertson was going up for a posterizer.
He thought about it. I think the dunk was covered, but he'll take 2.
I think we say it every game. Just such an athlete. Ahmad Robertson can jump out of the gym.
Him and Miles Primus, man. I don't know how they get up so high.
Listed at just 6'1". I think his head was above the rim.
They would score well at the NFL Combine. That is for sure.
Robertson hits free throw number 2, and the lead up to 6. Alexandre. By the way, Nick Koch not on the floor right now. Crucial bench minutes coming here for TCNJ. Alexandre, the lead guard, and he hits. Nice work, David Alexandre. He's come through.
Back and forth, seesaw of a game so far. Wouldn't want it any other way.
Seavis is fouled. It's going to go on Bakare.
Tell you what, TCNJ is going to be Montclair State's going to be in the bonus soon with all these fouls by TCNJ. That's something they got to cut out. You have a lot of basketball left. 13 minutes on the clock for the second half.
14 fouls.
Could be a long second half for the Lions if they continue.
With 13 minutes to go. Morales gets Solomon in the air. Now he gets to the corner. Castles gets Solomon in the air a second time. Morales over Robinson. Got it! Jacob Morales, yes, sir.
10 for 11, just only one miss on the whole day, and many taken shots. He's so elite.
And Robertson picks up a foul on Alexandre. But wow, Jacob Morales, 23 points, 10 of 11 from the field. He's making it look easy. That one was contested.
Well, most of them have been contested, I would argue, and he's just too elite, great caliber.
Yaris missed the 3. Robinson, a pair of offensive rebounds, and finally misses for the 3rd time.
Those are 2 that you gotta put away. That one will hurt later on. Let's see if Morales could do it again.
Morales baseline drive, goes up, comes back down, and he's fouled. And Jacob Morales is fired up.
I talked about it a little bit during the season in other men's basketball games. the stress that Jacob Morales has lifted off of this team, like players including Mike Jackson, who still score a lot, Flanagan, veterans, even Robertson, a lot of guys that have pressure on them to score so much. Jacob Morales has lifted that so much. What a transfer and what a gift he's been for this squad. I can't emphasize it enough. I mean, just really having the best performance he's ever had tonight.
A timeout taken by the Lions. Morales, a junior, playing like a 10-year vet.
Frustration showing right now for the Lions, and Matt Goldsmith losing it on the sideline. I don't blame him. They played an amazing first half, and this is what I mentioned going into the halftime break. Coach Potts makes adjustments in the halftime locker room. He does not come out and roll the same stuff out. And I don't know what I don't know what they were talking about in that locker room, but somebody gave a good speech and adjusted a couple things. It looks like a whole brand new team out here on the court, and this is what Montclair State does to you. They give you a little bit of hope in the second half. They come out nearly playing perfect basketball, and if they don't, they bounce back really quick.
Redhawks now lead it by 8.
Quickly.
Out of the timeout, crucial moments coming in this one. It's going to start with Morales as we check back in on Ramapo versus Stockton. Keep you updated on the scores there. Second free throw, no good from Morales. Ahmad Robertson gets it to Flanagan, and now over to Goss. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Flanagan has the taller Solomon on him, tries to drive in, loses it. Nick Koch with the steal. The other way, Bakari swatted! Ahmad Robertson denies it!
Oh man, Ahmad Robertson, honestly my favorite player to watch on this team potentially. Only a sophomore has become such an important freshman. I would love to see a replay on this one. Here it is. You thought you were going to have an easy layup? Nope. Robertson sent that one to Mars into the corner of the gym. Unbelievable play.
And if you thought he got up on that layup just a few minutes ago, check again on that block.
He's just warming up.
And another offensive foul. It's going to go on Solomon.
Goldsmith is beside himself right now.
Goldsmith's got to be careful.
Yeah.
I mean, quite literally pleading with the official right now. But we're back underway. Redhawks holding 8. Goss shakes on Solomon to the corner. It was deflected. He wanted Morales, but he's back up with it. Morales, corner to corner for Robertson. Goss back to Morales, who was trying to tightrope the sideline. Ends at a turnover. Underneath, the Corey's fouled. It's going to go on Castles. Had the size advantage.
Going to try to give you this Ramapo score as soon as we can get it. Internet working a little slow here. We have a full gym. But again, winner will be playing in the NJAC final versus the winner of this one. And CJ mentioned it before. If Redhawks win, they will be here at Panzer Friday night. If not, if TCNJ are victorious, they will go on the road.
Ramapo currently leading 54-49. 17 minutes still to go in that one. So a 5-point game. Anything could really happen. Okocha has 5 to shoot. He goes up, it's no good. A long rebound taken by Jackson. Nice shake. Inside, Gabe Goss lays it in. A filthy move from the freshman.
Oh man, sneaky around the move and shook up this whole gym. Everybody got to their feet. Gabe Goss taking the baseline. You gotta love it.
Backcourt violation. The Red Hawk bench loves it. The Red Hawk fans love it.
This gym is waking up. What an atmosphere we have here. And the Red Hawks right now, foot on the gas, 10-point lead. It's their largest of the night so far.
Lead into double digits here from Montclair State. About halfway through the second half. Goss wants a three now. And rebounded by Alexandre. Stripped from behind by Flanagan. He's to the deck. We have a tie-up underneath. A jump ball is going to give possession to the Lions. But how about the effort from Kieran Flanagan?
Team captain right there, number 2. Plays his heart out, is a leader, one of the better players too in the NJAC conference. Well done. He is fired up and dialed in.
He's found so many ways to contribute. He's got 9 points, leading the team with 8 assists and 5 rebounds, Flanagan.
I say it all the time. He doesn't score a whole lot, but he does so much more than that. And again, he doesn't need to score. We have guys like Jackson and Morales that have been doing that at the highest level. Just gotta make sure this court is not slippery to prevent injury.
Montclair State has not played in the NJAC final since the tournament's first year, back in 2003. Nick Koch out of the break, and he lays it in, beats the full court press.
He's keeping him in it right now. That was a big basket for TCNJ to snap that scoreless streak. 6-0 run for the Redhawks in under 3 minutes. That just got snapped.
Prime has traveled. Couple of different mistakes today down in that corner. Crowd's begun to quiet down. Maybe now an opportunity for the Lions. Alexandre right past Flanagan, and a nice reverse layup.
Oh my goodness, he didn't even look at the basket for a second. Alexandre reverse layup and wasting no time getting down there.
Leads down to 6. Goss turns it over. And here come the TCNJ Lions.
Maybe a wise timeout here from Coach Potts, trying to calm everybody down, saying what happened. We were just up by 10, but it looks like he put in Jacob Morales now. It looks like the starting 5 will take the court here as the game just gets a little bit closer. What a game we've had so far. It's been pretty much even throughout. TCNJ had that lead of 5 or 6 comfortably for a bit. Montclair went up by 10, and now we're back to about a 6-point lead for the Redhawks. You can't really ask for anything better than this one. This is the NJAC playoffs, and this is what kind of basketball we get here.
Yeah, things just seems as though it's just a game of swings, game of momentum. One team goes on a run, and it was Montclair State who came out firing in the second half, lead up to 10. They were in a similar situation last week where the Lions began to climb back, and a timeout from Coach Potts. Out of the other side of that timeout, the Redhawks dominated the rest of the way.
That is what I love about basketball, too. A team can go on a crazy run, but it doesn't mean anything. Another team goes on a run, the game's right back square even. We've had that all night.
Koch was doubled, but got it through. Montclair State a 6-point lead here in the NJAC semifinal. 1 versus 5. Akori backing down. Morales, he turns, gets it to Koch. Koch is in the corner, frees himself, hits the deck, just has to try to put it up. And a shot clock violation.
Nobody's fault, not Koch's fault there. That is just a great defensive play from Montclair State. Koch tried to do a little too much. The Redhawks closed in, and he lost time, and I think lost track of the clock as well. Amazing defense, and that is how you shut down the Lions' best player. Do that every time.
A great defensive possession. And now on the offensive side, they'll try to take advantage. It's Jackson for 3.
Rare miss from him.
Jackson just 1 3 on the day. He's had multiple threes in every game here in February. Alexandre around a Solomon screen. That was a deep 3. It's no good.
Nice board from Jackson, flying in to beat Akore to the board.
Now we see which team can break out of this rut first. Morales is bumped by Alexandre, ends up open for three. It's good! Jacob Morales, a triple.
He does not miss. Give him the ball every single time. 27 points.
Lead back to 9. Alexandre spinning, turning, putting it up and in. David Alexandre gets it to go.
That's an elite offensive drive. Coming off a 16-point game versus Kane, Alexandre can score.
Primus wants a three. Yes, sir! Miles Primus hit from beyond.
Can't leave him open, CJ. One of the most underrated players on this Red Hawk team, in my opinion.
Timeout Lions with the lead back to 10.
They did it. They went on a nice run so far. And again, three-point shot is working right now. Morales with another three. Primus is left wide open. You got to cut off the three-point shot right now, especially from Morales, but all these Red Hawks doing a great job here. 7 for 20 from three. It might not be the best percentage, but you're talking about 21 points behind the arc, and that's really the difference in this game so far in my book.
Something that the Red Hawks have also done is keep their hands clean here in the second half. No free throw attempts in the first 13 minutes of half number 2 for the Lions. Just so huge. It was a difference in the first half. And they know that when they stay out of foul trouble, they can compete with anybody.
Yeah, and that you're right. That's been the difference as well, CJ. First half, Red Hawks foul after foul. And how many free throws did they have? They had so many of those 40 free throw attempts in the first half. A lot of them have been that much. And as we see here on the timeout, checking back into Stockton Ramapo. Ramapo lead 60-51 with 14 minutes.
So that game going to continue to be monitored. The Roadrunners are indeed able to pull away. They would be taking on either Montclair State, who they swept this season, or the Lions, who they split with.
If the Ramapo Roadrunners do win, whoever has to deal with Peter Gorman is going to have a lot of work to do to prepare. But you know what? Both teams here know how to do it. TCNJ really prepared for Jackson and Morales, and Montclair State did their homework on Nick Koch despite him having 17 points and having a solid day. So nothing both of these teams aren't prepared for.
To your point, Gorman, 21 points in 25 minutes so far today for the Roadrunners. We're now out of the timeout. Big possession coming for the Lions. Alexandre, he's got Morales on him. He gets it to Koch. Koch driving past Sivas. Corrals it, gets it down low, and Solomon just using that size to his advantage. He lays it up and in.
Awesome feed from Koch there. Everybody thought he was going to go up with it, and then passing it to his teammate to finish the job.
That's a big bucket. The College of New Jersey as they try to climb back here. A tall task with 6.5 minutes to go, but a couple of baskets, they'll be back in it. Ahmad Robertson steps through the lane and gets 2.
Nice touch off the glass for Robertson. Big bucket for him. 5 points on the day.
Nice response there from Montclair State. Foul on the floor. It's going to go on Kieran Flanagan. Just his first.
Again, you have 6 minutes left to go. You don't have to worry about fouls right now. It's great. None of your top players are in foul trouble.
Primus and Jackson with 3 each. So something to monitor, but not necessarily a danger zone.
Overall in the second half, not bad so far on fouls as a group, though.
They just get it in. Sivas guarding Koch. Koch behind the back. Now spins to his right. It's blocked by Robertson, and last out of bounds off of him.
He'll take it.
Oh, and wait, are they gonna call a foul here? I believe the official on the far side of the court is gonna give the foul to Robertson. Wow.
I thought they had a block on that too, but maybe just catching a bit of that hand.
The nearsighted official called it a clean block in possession to TCNJ, but he was overruled. So Koch back to the line. 1-1. It would be for the Lions. I believe, I'm not sure if they're calling it on the shot or on the floor. Either way, knocks down the first and earns a second. Koch up to 18. Flanagan couldn't handle the pass from Robertson. It's a turnover. Koch to Vrieswick, a triple off the back of the rim, and Matthew Solomon rises above Jackson for the rebound. Fresh 20 for TCNJ, up and under Nick Koch, the lay. He gets the roll.
Arguably his best play of the day, going through 4 Redhawks and spinning it perfectly off the glass. My goodness.
Goss, right past Solomon to the hoop. Nice response from the freshman guard.
So quick with that basketball, and you saw it on that play, on full display.
Koch and Solomon once again running the pick and roll. Shot's going to be waved off, and another foul going to be credited to Robertson. That's his 4th. So he'll have to sub out. Primus back in. It'll be Koch. We'll have a 1-1 here for what will be free throw 13 and then potentially 14. First one is no good. And that is a big moment right there as Montclair State escapes any damage. Nice recovery as Flanagan gets it to Goss. Goss a 3-ball. Rebound taken by Primus. Morales, 1 step to the left. 3-ball is good. It is raining down for Jacob Morales here in the NJAC semis.
30 points on the biggest game of the season, and only 1 miss on the night.
He's 12 of 13 from the field. Bakari blocked! Blocked by Morales.
If the Redhawks could close this game out and Morales continues this, good luck to whoever has to play him for the remainder of the year. Wow, no words.
Akori is stripped. 6'7", stripped by 5'8". Goss forces the turnover. Flanagan spots up. It's good! Kieran Flanagan puts the Redhawks up by 14. Timeout Lions.
It is raining cats and dogs in this arena, CJ, and I'm talking about 3-pointers. When Kieran Flanagan starts pulling from behind the line and hitting deep shots, that's not his style of basketball. You know it's the Red Hawk day when they could do that. 14 points, their largest of the night, and they need to close this one out now. You have a comfortable lead. Your players are in the right rhythm. Coach Potts found the proper rotation. Morales 30, Flanagan 12, Jackson 10, 3 in double-digit scoring. And that's really all you need, man. Let's take a look at this one more time. About 1.5 feet behind the line, Flanagan pulling it. And again, I talked about it. He loves to drive to the hoop. Not tonight, though. He'll do whatever it takes.
It is an 8-0 run from Montclair State. And they can start to smell it here in Panzer.
That's what I love about basketball. One run changes the whole trajectory of the game. And right now, You got to feel pretty confident if you're the Red Hawks, but again, ton of basketball going.
Checking now, Ramapo up by 11 over Stockton. About 11 minutes to go.
I would love a rematch of the Roadrunners versus the Red Hawks here at Panzer. That would just be an unbelievable way to end the season for either team.
It was an unbelievable environment back in December when the two teams played in this building.
I don't want to get ahead of myself. We got to close this one out first. A lot of time left.
3:35 on the clock. It's Lion possession. They have work to do, and it starts right now. Working against the clock and the crowd. And it's into the hands of Nick Koch. Koch driving baseline, he's doubled. Tries to get it up top, Okori swings. Alexandre, oh, he lost his footing, had to put it up. Okori, the offensive rebound, he lays it in. A big moment right there, and they avoid disaster.
Okori might have just saved the game for the Lions.
Jackson, one pump and a three. It's good. Mike Jackson, a smile to the crowd.
Got his family in the front row. They are going crazy wearing the Mike Jack hoodie.
Alexandre traveled.
Oh, man. The Red Hawks want this NJAC title, and they deserve it if they close this one out. Just an absolute incredible run.
A couple more buckets.
Morales thought about that one.
And you start to wonder what the Lions have left in the tank. Red Hawks eating some of the clock. Flanagan, Primus, poster! He baptizes Breezewick! 17-point lead!
Man, this is like March Madness. We have that right around the corner, but I'm sorry, this is pretty incredible basketball. And TCNJ might have just let it go right through their hands in this one.
Red February alive and well.
Miles Primus, what a player he has been for this Red Hawk team, CJ. Just a freshman. Coach Potts has done his homework for the future. The future is bright for this crew, regardless of the stars they're going to lose after the season.
1-and-1 coming. Alexandre misses the first.
Now you just hold that basketball. 25 seconds on the clock. Let every last second tick off if you could.
Connected flight ends up in the hands of Flanagan. And they'll turn it over.
Clearly getting pushed there, but referees weren't having it. Got to lock in on defense now.
Miles Primus, you see it on again? I'd like to see that 20 more times.
Doesn't get old.
Solomon wants a three. It's no good. And the Red Hawks now just looking to drain the clock.
Wow, Goss knows how to dribble this ball. Look at this.
Dribbles all the way through. He contorts to the rim and lays it in. The lead's up to 19. Okori runs the floor and gets the response.
Best case scenario response there for TCNJ.
They get a quick bucket, and Goss is fouled.
Man.
That'll put TCNJ over the limit, and it'll send Goss to the line.
Got to keep your fingers crossed now. Pray for a miracle if you're a fan of the Lions. 17-point game right now. Red Hawks heavily favored now. Got to get this gym quiet for these two shots.
These fans ready for a date Friday night for the NJAC title.
If you think this arena is loud, just wait for Friday.
Goss knocks down both. Under 90 seconds to play. Akori gonna spot up for a three, it's no good. And Primus now fouled. Lead can be up to 20 with a free throw. And Francisco Paulino gonna check in from Montclair State.
That is awesome. He has been injured throughout the whole year. Coach Potts told me the night before the first game, we are not gonna have Francisco Paulino for the season. Whatever he did, maybe some Aaron Rodgers treatment to get back out here. Awesome, you gotta love it. And it's his senior year, it's his last dance. It's great to see.
The fifth-year senior, his third straight game now making an appearance at the end of the ball game. And a full line sub coming from Montclair State. The only starter still on the floor is Primus. That's because he's at the line. He'll miss the first. Under 60 seconds. Corner three on the way. It's no good. And then a block from Paulino.
All smiles from the Redhawks.
Dylan Koch will complete the full line. The end of the bench in for Montclair State here in the final minute.
Awesome defense from Shane Ryan, hands straight up.
Shane Ryan up with it. Still tough defense here from the Lions. They'll force a turnover. Only about 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Vrieswijk lays it in.
Paulino is prancing out there. It's great to see him back and healthy.
An awesome moment. It really caps off a special night here at Panzer Athletic Center. Paulino's underneath. He goes up, block! And they're gonna call it on the floor. They won't count the basket. However, Paulino's gonna go to the line.
Does he have any points on the season? I believe he has 2. I will check right now.
Last game against TCNJ, he did end up getting a basket.
Does have 2 points. 1 basket.
And he's back in the scoring column again. Shot clock is unplugged. For the first time since 2003, Montclair State will play for the NJAC title. They win it over the College of New Jersey. And they will have a date right here Friday night.
Well deserved for the Redhawks. We cannot wait for this game. Panzer is going to be electric. What a game we had today, though. There was a point in my book where early in the game where I thought TCNJ maybe had a little bit of an advantage, but what did the Redhawks do? They shrugged off their mistakes. They played smarter basketball. They worked as a team. Coach Potts did a big part of that, finding the right rotation, right line changes to find the right crew on the court, and all high fives and smiles around Panzer. The Redhawks are ready for the championship Friday night.
A special win here on this Tuesday evening in front of a packed out Panzer crowd. Montclair State the regular season title, and they'll have a chance to claim the postseason hardware.
One more game for the Red Hawks. They cannot wait for this one. And, I mean, you got to look at the score of Jacob Morales. 30 points, 12 for 13. The fact that he only missed one shot throughout this whole game is beyond me. Same with Kieran Flanagan, 5 for 6. Jackson, 4 for 8, 50% field goal percentage.
Vincent
Very
Picone
impressive.
is over courtside with Jacob Morales. Excuse me, we'll have to wait on that in one moment. Sorry about that. But Montclair State, they come in, and it really was a complete second half. They come through offensively. They get the stops defensively. They force the turnovers. They rebound. Just really delivering in all facets, and it really speaks to how well-rounded this roster's been built.
Yeah, and you could kind of feel that they had a chance of pulling away at the very end of it based on how that game went. When they got that 10-point lead, it was everything. The tides really turned quickly, and the Red Hawks kept the foot on the gas, full throttle, pulled away. I would be very scared coming into Panzer Friday night. You're playing against an elite group of guys that do not like to lose. It's going to be very difficult.
Ramapo currently leading by 7 over the Ospreys. We will send it over to Vincent Picone.
All right, guys, we're now here with Jacob Morales. 30 points on the day. You missed one shot from the field. Insane. I mean, this Montclair State team has had a lot of great moments this season, but you've been a part of all of them. Going to the NJAC finals now, how do you feel?
Just really excited. We worked really hard for this, and it's nice to see it finally come through. So I'm really excited, and I know all these guys are too, so we're ready to go.
Now, you guys were tied at 36-36 at the half, all right? Now, have not been tied with TCNJ at the half in a long, long time. What was that conversation in the locker room like to have this second half explosion?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't think we played very well in the first half. We were a little tight, you know, big game, we were all excited. But I think once we settled down in the second half, we kind of just played our game and started flowing. We were good from there, so.
And you've had an excellent three-point season. I mean, today you had 5 threes. How has training been like to get you to this point? And now probably going up against Ramapo in the finals. Yeah. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, the shots, just a lot of time in the gym with a bunch of different people. You know, Coach Bossie's helped me out a lot. And there's a bunch of other guys too that I can name. But for the Ramapo game, we've lost 2 of them in the regular season, and we owe them one. So I'm excited for that game if they win that. Did they win?
They're like close to winning right now. They have a large lead.
All right. Well, they're a really good team, and we gotta come ready to play. But it's gonna be here, and it's different playing here than anywhere else. So.
And my last question to you. You're playing at home at the Panzer Athletic Center. What does this home court advantage mean to you?
It's awesome. I mean, when you hit a shot, the place goes crazy. So it's really cool. And, you got the football guys coming to support us and all the other athletic teams. So it kind of brings everybody together, and it's really cool just to be a part of it. So it's awesome.
Awesome. Jacob, thank you so much. We wish you the best of luck in the finals. We'll be here, and we can't wait to see you.
Sure. Thank you.
Back to you guys in the booth.
Jacob Morales, a terrific performance, 30 points as Montclair State an 80-62 victory in the NJAC semifinal. They will play again in this building and here on the Red Hawk Sports Network Friday night. Speaking of the Red Hawk Sports Network, we got another one coming tomorrow night. The women will play in the NJAC semifinal. Very excited for that one from CJ Staniak and Luke Sirianni. We'll see you tomorrow.